Hello, I'm welcoming you to Wealth Without Borders. We're a Facebook group set up by two friends, my humble self, Diprite Beredugo Dallas, and Jumoke Fashanu. Jumoke is an accountant, while I'm a professional teacher. Right now, I'm a healthcare practitioner. Our lives intersected more than 30 years ago and we became friends. Over the years, we grew to understand ourselves. We did a lot of things together, did business together, learned to trust each other. But most of all, we grew to discover that we had a common passion, which was enabling people to grow. We believe that everybody can become a millionaire. Every single person can become wealthy, and we are very passionate about it. What Wealth Without Borders is all about is what the name says. There are no borders or boundaries to wealth. There's no magic, no razzmatazz, no network marketing, no scamming, no paying for anything. Wealth is simply an acquisition of material things for one's benefit, and wealth can belong to anyone once they follow certain rules. Of course, it's not easy, it's not a walk in the park. You're going to sacrifice, you're going to learn, you're going to expand your horizons and do things you never thought you could. Now, acquiring wealth is not about what you have or what you inherit or what you hold in your hands. Acquiring wealth is about what you do with what you have. What you do with what you have. The first step to acquiring wealth is saving. You save from whatever you have. You use what you have to get what you want. You save from what you have so that you build up a nest egg. When you build up that nest egg of money, you now put it to work for you. And when it works for you, whether you're sleeping, you're working, you're up, you're down, your money is earning money from you, for you. You learn to leave that money alone so that it grows. What we're all working towards is comfort so that when we're old, we're not going to have to bother about where our next meal is coming from. We're not going to have to bother about how we pay our rent or how we take care of ourselves. But to do that, as in anything, we need to lay a foundation. Everything has a beginning. A foundation is a beginning. A foundation is the groundwork. A foundation is a starting point. But before we lay that foundation, we need to have a plan. We need to have a goal. What are you doing? For me, my goal is to be able to live my old age in comfort. Once we identify a goal, we now need to plan a strategy to get to that goal. A strategy is a way of getting to your goal. My strategy is to save up enough so that I can have my money work for me and to train myself so that I can build up a nest egg that will take care of me in my old age. Now, my tactic. A tactic is how you implement your strategy. My tactics are to work hard, to dabble into different businesses so I have different streams of income, to save from my salary, to try and get myself to put aside half of whatever passes through my hand so that I can actualize my goal of being self-sufficient in my old age. Now, there are different ways of doing this. Okay, once you have your nest egg, some people leave their nest egg under their bed, some dig a hole in the ground and bury the money. But what we want to do is make that nest egg work for us. How does it work for us? We invest it so that it generates more and more and more money. What we advocate is leaving that investment alone so it grows. We are not promoters of risk. I've been badly burnt before, so I'm very risk adverse. I love low risk investments. Now, it sounds very easy the way I'm talking about it, but the thing is, nothing in life is easy. Everything is difficult. Everything is about sacrifice. Anything easy is not worth it. Some people say if you pay peanuts, you get monkeys. Anything that doesn't have a cost is valueless because nobody gives away anything valueless. I am no longer in Nigeria. I miss the hustle and bustle of trading. Everyone that knows me will tell you that I'm a petty trader at heart. I love the thrill of taking 100 naira, turning it into 1,000 naira, turning that 1,000 naira into 10,000 naira. I love the thrill of mixing with people. I love the thrill of sitting down and generating money out of nothing. In my over 50 years on earth, there's nothing I haven't dabbled into. When I lived in Lagos, I put my money into a soap making machine. I started manufacturing soap on my veranda. I called it Didi Soap. I used to go to Aswani Market every Tuesday and ring a bell. Come and buy my soap. Come and buy my soap. And guess what? It paid my bills. People looked down on me. People insulted me. I learned to hold my own. I learned that there is dignity in labor. As long as you're not stealing, you're not killing, good for you. Apart from making soap, I bought freezers and put in my house because I was living with my sister on hospital premises. We had free electricity 24/7. What I did was I would produce block in my freezers, and then load them in the boot of my car in coolers and take to Yapa Market and sell to traders. People used to laugh at me. I'd go in my rags, I would sell my ice, come back home, count my money. I now generated into making fruit juice. I would buy fruits, juice them in my kitchen, bottle them, I put labels on them, Didi Juice. I used to go from bank to bank, hawking Allstate's Bank, the defunct Allstate Bank. I have a shout out for you. You guys sustained me. You know how much you did for me, buying my juice without any argument. I was just selling in a void. I would sell, I would spend my money, I would run broke, I'd look for money till somebody set me straight, and I'm going to call her name, Veronica Babayemi Nionoje. She called me one day and she said, you're making a lot of money, but you always complain you are broke. She made me bring my daily sales and she put the money in different envelopes. It was from her I learned that there's something called capital. Capital is the money you use in production, which you must never touch. It's the money you use to supply your business. That is untouchable. She now taught me about profit, put the money in different envelopes, monitored it for me. That was when I realized I was actually making enough money to live well. But because I was spending and spending and spending, I complained all the time about being broke. Vera, I'm sure you never knew that you were the one that set me straight. Anyway, after that, I still dabbled into other things. I would go to Abule Egba, buy second-hand clothes, bring them into town, wash them, starch them, iron them, carry them around and tell people, oh, someone that came from Dubai gave me to sell. And I was selling and paying my bills. In addition to that, I'd go to Badagry, the shoe market, buy shoes, recondition them, sell. Why I'm telling all these stories is that there are different avenues to raising your seed capital. You might inherit money. You might hit a contract and make some good money. You might have to work. Most of us have to work and generate that capital for ourselves, one penny at a time. But never lose sight or hope. Never lose sight of your target. You want something. There's no dignity in poverty. You do what you have to do. As far as I'm concerned, once you're not killing, you're not stealing, you're not breaking any laws, go ahead. There's nothing too small for me to do. Even carrying a basket on my head and going around the market to sell things, there's dignity in labor. Once we get our heads around that, we're ready to create wealth. Well, Wealth Without Borders, so far the response has been good. We started in November, and I'm proud to tell you that we have almost 400 members, and the membership is increasing by the day. We talk about different things. The whole idea is to share knowledge, to build capacity, to grow, to come together so that all of us will have a bright future. There's strength in numbers. Isolation is not a strength.